Yo, what is up, my Shadow Armies? It is I, Shadow Critias, back in with another What If discussion video. So, this is another $50 donation by 212, who requested this topic of a what if scenario of what if Kage Tatsuma was Spider-Man. Basically, if Kage got bit by interactive spider. So, I wanted to make this like a series, but the more I try to think of it how I want this to go, the more I just don't know how I want it to go with. And I decided, I'm just gonna make this as a discussion video to go along with it or whatever. And so basically, the outfit you see on the thumbnail for Kage, yeah, that's gonna be his spider outfit called, well, in this scenario, he's gonna be called by the Shadow Spider or Spider Shadow or something like that or whatever. But, and I'm trying to think how this will play out in a way. So, this is something I had in mind. And this is something that 212 actually brought this up as well, so I might as well bring it up as well. I said it like 3 times, I don't know why, but anyway. So Kage is basically on his night of vigilante, killing villains here and there. After he killed the villain, he got bit by a random spider that's just, webbing down and came to Kage's hand and just bit him. And Kage felt the bite, and he felt like, oh great, I just got bit by a fucking spider. I gotta get that shit checked out. So he would not notice something's not right, or something will happen to his genetic, his DNA, and his blood. And so yeah. So basically, this spider was escaped, and the villain, aka Dr. Ochiko, was trying to hire some random villains to find this spider, which, good luck trying to find a small insect, or a small fucking bug. And apparently, All For One and Dr. Uchiko are working and allied with, well, Norman Osborn, aka the Green Goblin, who trying to find a way to get the Green Goblin has been tried and failed to get Peter Parker's blood, but failed to do so. So they decided, let's try to use another spider has a similar thing that gave Peter Parker the power on someone else, someone with no quirks. But they tried to do it so many test subjects, and they all fell and died. And now the spider is completely gone and escaped. No one knows what it is, and that's kind of pissed off, well, Norman. That just lost the spider. Who knows this, whoever the spider would bit anybody at this point. So, yeah, it was supposed to go to, well, Deku, since he's quirkless, but that never happened. So instead, Kage is the one that gets bitten, and Kage is starting to have like a seizure when he returns home after his vigilante, but no one knows what's going on. But the next day, he wakes up and realizes something felt odd. And he felt stronger, powerful. And he sees the muscle that he has grown, like the muscles, the packs. And when he put his glasses on, he realized that, the hell? Like, his vision were blur wearing glasses, but when he takes them on, he could fully see clearly without the glasses. Even though he can see without the glasses, but his vision got so strong that he doesn't need it anymore at all. And he's wondering, okay, this is kind of weird, or something like that. But that doesn't change anything or nothing. So basically, him being himself, doing vigilante still goes out the same. Nothing really changed. Until, well, how do I put this? Something kicked in, like a spider sense kicked in. And he realized, oh, great, someone's in danger, or someone's about to approach me. So Kage basically took out some villains here and there because of this sense he's been getting. And Kage just wondered, what was that feeling? And he's like, okay, I don't know why. I felt something not right. I felt stronger, powerful, more reflexes kicked in. Keep having this strong sense like people coming in. And I became more faster and skillful in his way. And it's just, what in the world is going on? And it's just like, wow, he's basically lost for words on everything. Like, wait a minute, could that be that spider that bit me? No, that can't be it. Then he take his glove off, and he looks in his fingertips. See that he's growing like these spikes, a little tiny spikes that he can see through it. Like, hold on. So he tries to climbing up, and he realizes, oh fuck. Yeah, I have spider powers now. Great, I guess I'm the new Spider-Man in Japan. So he's like, you know what, he wants to test this out. So he decided to test out his newfound power. Now he can able to run fast, jump higher than how he was without using his quirk. And he was like, wait a minute, I want to try something. So he decided to try to shoot web like how Spider-Man does, but no web comes in. Oh, wait a minute. So he just tried to use his, not underneath his wrist, but the top of his wrist, you know, like, if you guys remember, the classic Spider-Man, you know, the black suit of Spider-Man, when he shoots that web at the top of his hand, like at the top of his wrist. Yeah, when he shoots webs, not only is like, your normal type of web, but it's all black, like a black web. And Kage, you can see a bit of mist, like a mist of shadow, but it's still sticky and so to speak. So Kage is wondering, could my quirk and this power combine or something like that? So basically, Kage tested out his newfound power by swinging his webbing in around the city, and oh, this is fun. For the first time, he's like, yo, with this power, I actually could be a lot faster, a lot quicker than I was before. So what he does the next day, he decided to go abandoned place where he could test his spider abilities, learning about certain things that, okay, this is what I could do, yada yada yada. And so basically he has the basic spider powers like Peter Parker, but instead of the webbing coming to the bottom of his wrist, it shoots up top of his wrist. But the one thing he's curious, like, how did his quirk mix with, fuse with the spider power with his quirk? So he still have his shadow manipulation, he still has that. So now he has two powers. One is a quirk and one isn't. So he needs to think on this real quick. And until he decided, his mother wants him to go to UA. So that's what he's going to do. But the problem is, he can't let no one knows about his new spider powers. Not even his mother. So the only best way he could do is use his spider powers for vigilantes and use his shadow manipulation. So from now on, in his vigilante days, so he decided to use his spider powers for vigilantes and decided to remake his new suit And now he goes by the name Spider Shadow, or Shadow Spider. Shadow Spider is actually a lot more fitting. So, the word gets out that the Night Slasher has changed and have a new identity, calling himself the Shadow Spider. And so basically, the most faster and deadliest spider in Japan. And this man has catch a body killing each villains, webbing them to death, killing them, or using spider web to choking them to death. But he's still using his shadow manipulation to kill people, but no one knows. And when this gets out, when the villain hears about this, oh, so the Night Slasher is the one got bitten. But the question is, who is the Night Slasher? And who is this Night Slasher / Shadow Spider? Who could that be? So, yeah. So basically, Kage had to keep his new vigilante a secret. No one would know. So, the whole thing plays out as usual from his story. Nothing changes. But in this scenario, he doesn't get caught by Aizawa. And he never encounter Tsuyu. So, there's that. And he gives in UA a recommendation that doesn't change. So basically, the entire story doesn't change at all. And, so yeah, everything plays out the same until the USJ incident where, oh, he's gonna kill these villains just for fun at the Flame Zone. But he's gonna use his fire power with his shadow manipulation. So people know, and the villains be like, oh shit, it's him. Oh fuck, that's definitely him. So, yeah. Does Kage wear his spider outfit in UA? Nope. Nope, he doesn't. He still wears the current outfit that he has from the story. You know, if you guys see the art of what he wears, that sort of thing. So basically, the story, him being UA, the sports festival, the training camp, all that remain the same. But he still gets captured because of his father. But also now the League of Villains, not the League of Villains, not only his father wants him, but also All For One wants him because he's the one with the spider power. So they kind of put the two pieces together. But yeah, they're not fooled. They pretty much know that, wait, Shadow Spider, Shadow Manipulation, and Vigilante. Kage does expose himself that he was the Night Slasher, but not revealing about, he's the Shadow Spider. So people think the Night Slasher and the Shadow Spider are completely different. So they think, no, this is the new Vigilante, not the same. So when they hear this by Kage in the sports festival, yeah, it's been confirmed that there are two Vigilantes in Japan. But they doesn't know that the two Vigilantes are basically the same people. So there's that. So the villains know they're not dumb enough, so they capture Kage, etc. And they took his blood so they could try to make a clone. But that doesn't go well, so Kage makes sure that his blood doesn't get taken. So that blood doesn't happen at all. And people wonder, what about Black Cat? How is she in this? I don't know. I had some ideas for Black Cat, and some idea that Peter Parker shows up and be like a mentor role for Kage, what it means to be a Spider-Man. But I just don't have the idea on how I want this to play out. Honestly, like I said, I try to think of this, how this would play out, and honestly, I just couldn't. So basically, nothing really changes. It's just Kage having spider powers with his shadow manipulation. The one thing I can see that, yeah, that his identity has been revealed when he brings out his spider powers out, shooting out webs. Yeah, that only would reveal in season 3 when he gets captured and everyone is watching. And the people are wondering, okay, what about Mina? So I guess in this scenario, Mina is the love interest for Kage if he was Spider-Man. Yep. So I can't even think on why I chose this, but Mina is not a fool. I think she would piece it together that Kage is a vigilante before anyone put it together. And plus, Mina is more trying to cheerful girl and wants the people to lighten up a bit. So I think she'll always be around Kage or something like that. I don't know. Again, I had so many ideas how I want this to go, and it just wouldn't work out or whatever. So technically, all this is kind of like a fucking clickbait and discussion about this scenario. Anyway. So, basically, yeah, a few things will change. Not a lot, but a bit, a good chunk. And, since everything is all out of the bag, Kage decided, you know what, I'm not going to be the Ronin. I don't need the outfit. I just want my spider outfit. So, that's going to be my permanent actual hero outfit from now on. And I will use both of my quirk and my spider powers for good. So, yeah, there's that. And, the only thing I can see Kage, I think the one that would be a big impact, like, you know, the scene where, in the story, Kage protecting Eri, and Mirio took the blow and lost his quirk. Well, in this scenario, Mirio was too late to protect both Kage and Eri. So, Kage gets hit with the erase bullet and lost his shadow manipulation, but still have his spider powers. So yeah. So even though Kage has just lost his quirk, but still have spider powers. So technically speaking, he's not quirkless if he still have his spider powers. Which means that his shadow web is now just a normal, well, regular web. Nothing. So basically, the black mist fused with the webbing, being a black web, now is back to normal white color of web. So yeah. That actually would change well that Kage lost his quirk. But does he get it back? Well, I think he would, but at the same time, I think it's better off that he doesn't have it back. Because he's kind of enjoying having this power over his quirk, honestly. And then again, he wasn't... I think Deku's speech of when he said, it's your quirk, not his. I think Kage wouldn't take that to heart, what he heard from Deku telling that to Todoroki. I think he will be just accepted that he, well, this is my punishment, and I really not a fan of my quirk, so I'm okay with this spider power. So I'm gonna accept it, and I'm still gonna call myself the Shadow Spider, nothing more. So, yeah. So, nothing really changes, just a bit of it. Nothing too special or anything like that. So, yeah, that's basically it what I have to say about discussion. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channel and my social media will be down below in the description box. You guys know the drill. If you guys want to support the channel by donating, you guys could donate to my Cash App and my PayPal. Both of those links will be down below in the description box and in my bio if you guys wanted to donate and support the channel, or if you guys want any video requests done for you, just donate. Like I said before, link of those will be in the description and my bio. And again, hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Yeah, before Shadow Critias, and I'll see you guys later.